Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Packers Daily here on the Cheesehead TV social channels. I'm Aaron Nagler. I just want to play that music all day. Is that okay? Can I just sit here and play the music and dance? Because, damn, I love that. I love that music. I know some of you don't, and I don't care. Good to see everybody in the comments section. It's Friday, people. Come on now. It is Friday. I don't know. That really doesn't mean a whole lot right now during a pandemic because what am I going to do? Go out? Hello, everybody. You look like Aaron Rodgers. You need to get your eyes checked. Getting my fix of cheese today. What's up, Sean? How are you? Good morning. Good morning from London. What's up, Dale? Hello from New York City. Sandy, good morning. Bella, hello. Thanks for joining us. Nathan, of course you're here. TKM, I saw you were at your post. Glad to see it, buddy. Good to see everyone. Morning, Nags. What's up? Go Pack Go. John, I'll tell you what is up. Not a little hell of a lot. The Packers are rolling over $3.7 million in cap space, which is obviously a pretty low number for them. They usually roll over between 10 and 12 million every year, but the NFLPA putting out the number overnight. The cap floor, as we talked about yesterday, is going to be at least 180 million. Probably won't have a hard number on what the actual cap is until a week or two into March. So we'll see how she comes together here in the coming weeks as far as what the cap is and how the team addresses what is sure to be a bit of a jigsaw puzzle when it comes to getting guys restructured and or under said cap. Dustin, thanks for the super chat. Saw and met Aaron Jones at Tempe, a town like in Phoenix yesterday. He's awesome and was so nice. Easily, he said, he was here house hunting. Hey, man, if I had the coin, I'd buy an extra house down in Arizona as well. Aaron's a good dude. Met him several times. I've told him this, off air, and I'll say it here publicly. I absolutely loved watching him play for the Green Bay Packers. I highly doubt the Packers offer him a contract extension in any way, shape, or form. I know they've offered things that Aaron has turned down. I understand why. I love watching him play the game of football. Wherever he goes, he will always be a Packers first, and really appreciate everything he did in the green and gold, not just on the field, but off of it as well. He's a good dude. 80s Rogers. Hello, Negler. Hello, 80s Rogers. Love that name. Josh, thanks for the super chat. NFL teams dumping these huge contracts got me thinking, what contract would the Packers go back and undo if they could, and why is it Nick Perry? I'll do you one better than that. How about Joe Johnson back in the day? How about half of the contracts that Mike Sherman gave out? Big B, what's up, buddy? How you doing? Cheesehead TV, is Chandon and Lazard coming back? I would think, yeah. I can't imagine either one of them getting away. Lazard, I know, is a restricted free agent. I'm not sure on Chandon, but I'd be surprised if they were allowed to walk. Dawson, thanks for the super chat. Who wore 85 better, Epps, Query, Kemp, or Mickens? Oh, come on. You can't mess with my boy Jeff Query now. Come on. Come on now. That's not even a question. Hardy Nickerson. God, you remember the Hardy Nickerson deal? We were so excited. We had a real middle linebacker, and we were going to tear shit up, and then he sucked because he was old. I mean, he was a really good player when he was younger, but Mike Sherman was like, here, take all this money. Oh, boy, was that a waste. Wow. I think Marvin Jones would be a good fit, but only on the cheap. Marvin Jones ain't coming on the cheap. No, wait. I think if there's a receiver out there that Packers fans should maybe look at, it's Corey Davis from Tennessee. I think he's a guy who they might be able to work a contract with, because I don't think he's going to break the bank in this environment. But yeah, Marvin Jones, if he does actually hit the market, I think he's going to get paid. Any chance the Packers get J.J. Watt? Belly, a very small one. I think it's no doubt that they are in the top tier of JJ's wish list destinations, but I can't imagine them being able to put together a financial package, so to speak, that'll make it tenable. I mean, he would have to give the Packers a monster hometown discount, and I just don't see that happening. But you never know. Mm. Are linebackers overrated in today's game? Um, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers may tell you that they are not, but the Green Bay Packers would certainly suggest that they are. I think it's all dependent on the player. You know, I hate to sound like LaFleur here, but it is a bit of a case by case basis. I mean, they're not undervalued or irrelevant if you have a really good one who can play all three downs. The problem, of course, is those guys are pretty damn rare, and finding them and acquiring them is hard. But you know, in the age of spread offenses and things that are really fast, sideline to sideline, you've seen a lot of the orbit motion, the jet motion stuff that now the Packers have incorporated and lots of other teams have utilized. Your ability to get sideline to sideline from the middle of the field is paramount. And, you know, like I said, those guys are pretty rare. So I do think lots of defensive coordinators and defensive staffs have adjusted by putting defensive backs on the field, hybrid guys. You've seen a lot of hybrid types come along in the last few years, and it's because things are so spread out and sideline to sideline now. But you know, I think if you can find that athlete, you put them on the field 3 downs, don't have to take them off, you're cooking with gas. So you're telling me there's a chance? There's a chance. J.J. Watt, as long as money matters, he's going somewhere else. I don't think that's a crazy statement. AJ Bowie, I could maybe. He's one of those guys who I think if he's out there for a while, there's maybe a chance the Packers will make that call. But if there's any kind of market around any of these guys initially, like if a bunch of teams call and if there's any kind of bidding war, what have you, there's no chance the Packers are in on that. Like, I don't see them doing what they did 2 years ago when they were calling Billy Turner literally the second that the legal negotiating window opened up and then landing the Smiths within the first 48 hours along with Amos. I don't see that happening. I think this will be a wait and see and pick over what's left kind of deal. Now, that said, maybe there's a guy out there that they have their eye on, that they are hot for. And in that case, perhaps they get something done right away. But I'd be very, very surprised. I do think a lot of the names, a lot of the guys that you have circled on your free agency wish lists, they're going to be long gone, probably even before free agency opens up. You know, we've still got franchise tags to go. We've still got re-signings to go. So we'll see what that pool actually looks like. But Aboui's a guy who I know. I can't remember if the Packers called last time around when he was a free agent, but I know a lot of fans were in on him last time he was set to hit the market. But we'll see. You know, they obviously have a need at corner. You can't address everything in the draft, so we'll find out. I'm late, but I'm here. What's up, Mark? How you doing? Happy Friday. Eric, sorry that sounded snobbish. I didn't see what you said. Oh, now I got it. Booyah, boy. That was hardly snobbish. You're fine, man. I've said 10 times worse than that. God, guys, keep it chilling here, man. Rusty, we've drafted a lot of tweeners with the hopes they'd be quality hybrid players. Tweeners aren't the way to go to get a hybrid, in my opinion. I tend to agree, man. They've not had great luck. The most recent example probably being Oren Burks, but it goes back to when Ted was here too. It hasn't gone well in Green Bay. I very much agree. I think I've said it many times. Hell, I remember having this conversation with Greg Bedard back in the day. I just wish they'd draft better football players, overall guys who, you know, they always look at, I know the athletic upside, and that is what drives a lot of the selections up top, but man, I wish they'd just default to the football player before the athletic testing every once in a while. Chandon is an RFA. Thank you. Yeah, and like I said, I knew Lazard was. I wasn't sure on Chandon, but yeah, I can't imagine he'll be gone. I think they would put a low tender on him. I can't see someone coming to get him. So yeah, he should be back. I have to think they bring in a vet at corner this year. Lewis, there's a possibility. There's no doubt about it. But I also think, you know, if there is a team that trusts their development and their draft and develop model, it's Green Bay. I would not be surprised at all if Josh Jackson was your starter opposite Jair next year. Even though, yes, I know he was inactive for down the stretch there. But this is a whole new system, a whole new staff as far as eyes on positions, and a philosophy that maybe is different, where they say, okay, this was strictly a perimeter guy that we're not going to put out there under any circumstances. Now, with a new system, a new scheme, maybe they have different plans for him. Maybe they love what they have in Kadar Holman. We don't know. We don't know what they feel, see. They've been tracking these guys every day in practice for a number of years. We'll find out. We'll see. But yeah, could they make a splash in free agency at corner? Sure. Do I expect that to happen? I ain't holding my breath. We'll see. William, thank you for the super chat. Do you think edge is a sneaky need for us with the uncertainty of Preston Smith? I do, William, and I would not be surprised at all to see them draft an edge player early on in the proceedings. Not even with Preston, even if they figure out a way to adjust his contract and keep him around, still going to need it, man. Especially the system they're going to run. Yeah, you're going to need at least 4 guys. Right now, you probably got 2.5 that you can trust. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they targeted edge early in late April, early May. I wouldn't be surprised if Tremont came back. Tommy, nothing would surprise me with Tremont Williams, but I highly doubt it. Brockington or Aaron Jones? Wow. How about yes? I don't know. Both great players. I'll probably take Aaron Jones because of his ability out of the backfield in the passing game, especially downfield. No one could play special teams last year. Well, that's not strictly true. I thought Oren Burks did a really good job on special teams. I know people get upset when you talk about Oren Burks being good on special teams because he was a day 2 draft pick and you would hope you get more out of it. But he's been really good on teams. Dominic Daphne has been good on teams. I mean, there are guys who can play. They're just not a great cohesive unit. Hopefully, new coordinator, new ideas, maybe that will help. Will restructuring contracts affect the cap down the road? Yes, that is the trade-off. If you do stuff like convert bonuses or guarantee money, etc., inevitably, especially if the hope is you don't have to add on any dummy years, but to extensions, etc. But yeah, man, that's kicking the can down the street. That's the saying, right? And you can do it only for so long. The Packers have been loath to do it. They've done a really good job of avoiding it and not getting in horrible situations like the Steelers are in or the Saints are in. But this may be the one year they have to, simply because of COVID and the entire situation that they're facing with the cap. So yeah, that it will affect later years. There's no doubt about it, and that's why you've seen contracts structured the way they are when they've done extensions as far as Bakhtiari and Kenny Clark. Their cap hits are minimal this year and next, and then they really skyrocket in year 3. A lot of that is centered around the hope, and I think the projection that the new TV money will kick in, the media deals will kick in, and the cap is expected to just completely skyrocket. So that's the plan right now. But yes, those deals, those restructures will affect future years, no doubt about it. Could you say the Packers' third picks for the last decade have largely been misses? Man, I don't know, Duke. I'd have to go back and look at it. I'd also say you could look at any team, literally any team, they're going to miss more than they hit in any round. That's just the nature of the NFL. We know there are teams that are seemingly better at certain areas than others. I mean, the Packers have done an excellent job finding linemen on day 3. Under Ted, they did a phenomenal job finding wide receivers in the second round. There are like little pockets like that. Could the third round be a bugaboo? Sure. Yeah, absolutely. We know Ron Wolf was terrible in the first round and awesome for the rest of the draft. It's the nature, man. So it's not an exact science. The last third round pick I can think of that I was really excited about throughout his time in Green Bay was James Jones. But that was a while ago. How about them Bucks? Oh, Nathan. Why you got to bring us down like that? Man, watching Twitter last night, all I could see was like, oh my God, the Bucks and blah blah blah, and they can't play defense and they can't hit the threes and blah blah blah, and they're losing, and then the Badgers are like, oh my God, the Iowa's just lighting them up and blah blah blah. I was like, holy cow, this is a depressing night in Wisconsin. Got to get the Brewers. And then I made the mistake of saying, oh well, we got to get the Brewers out here playing. And everyone's like, oh, great, so we can be more disappointed. Man, y'all are some miserable fuckers, I tell you. Like, I just want the Brewers playing. Because if the Brewers are playing, that means A, it's summer, and B, we're one season closer to the Packers playing. Just chill out, have a beer, and listen to Bob Uecker, man. Like, that's a great thing. But everyone's like, oh, this is going to be awful. This season, they're terrible. It's like pitchers and catchers reported 48 hours ago, and people are already punting on the Brewers. Fucking misery, man, I tell you. Yo, going to be on the radio today. I am not going to be on the radio today, actually, because of a lot of factors. But those guys are still down in fucking Mexico. I'm freezing my ass off here in the snow in New York. They're broadcasting in the morning. We usually do our hits in the afternoon. I've got work I've got to do for LiveX, etc. So the schedules are just all off. But I will be back on the radio on Tuesday. Tuesday, Thursday, Friday next week. Nuclear Family, thanks for the super chat. I love Rondale Moore and see the Bears draft him. Why are you talking about the Bears? Why are you talking about the Bears? The Bears still suck, man. Come on. Sandy knows what I'm talking about. Thoughts on Joe Buck and Troy having drinks while commentating? I hope they are, Ryan. I hope they are. God bless them. Hell, I have drinks while I'm doing watch party. That's 3 hours, man. They're watching football. Hell yeah, they should have drinks. Drink it up, man. I'm all for it. DeGuara and Daphne, two-headed goats. I don't know about goats, but yes. How exciting is that combination? You throw, DeGuara, you throw in Sternberger. Who knows, maybe John Lovett comes back. You've got, ultimate depth at H-back. I'm all in, man. All in. Oh, no. Good morning, Nags. Packers Daily is the best part of my day. Skylar, expand your horizons. There's so much out there that is so much better than this. But thank you. That's really kind of you. I have drinks when I'm working. Yeah. Hey, man. Look, I understand there's probably some Fox broadcasting policy that says they're not supposed to, but man, fight the man. Have a drink. Who saw AJ Hawk on McAfee yesterday? Such a good host. I saw some tweets about it, but I haven't seen the show, but I'll check it out. Oh, speaking of checking stuff out, if you haven't, check out Will Blackman's Instagram from last night, his Insta Live. He went live with Charles Woodson, and it was phenomenal. Some great stories. He told one that he told on my Insta a couple months ago, but he also told some new stuff. Charles had some great stuff. It was a lot of fun. Really good times. Remembering their time in Green Bay together, talking about the NFL, wine. It was awesome. Just a great thing. I highly recommend everyone check it out. AJ was awesome. Good. Glad I definitely couldn't check it out. Jonathan, that's harsh. Better third-round pick, Kerry Thornton or Alex Green? Well, Thornton went on to actually play well in Detroit. He never played well in Green Bay. Alex Green, All right, everybody, I'm going to have to get going. I can't thank you enough for hanging out, talking Packers each and every day here, Monday through Friday on Cheesehead TV. Please do me a monster favor. Hit like on this video. Subscribe to the channel. And then tell your friends and tell your family. Cheesehead TV. We are devoted to Green Bay Packers fans worldwide. Thanks a lot, everybody. Have a great weekend. Talk to you guys on Monday. Go, Pack, go.